I Got the Hell Out does contain explicit content that might not be suitable for some listeners, such as children, those that easily get offended, and we do recommend that listeners at work put your earbuds in if you have coworkers around.
And if you like the show, please spread the word by telling as many people as you can. Would also appreciate if you would subscribe, rate, hopefully with 5 stars, and review the podcast on iTunes. You can find us there as well as on Stitcher and Overcast. You can follow us on Twitter at Was In A Cult, on Facebook at I Got The Hell Out, and on Instagram at I Got The Hell Out with an underscore after each word. You can contact us through our website at IGotTheHellOut.com.
Hi, this is Debbie.
And I'm Laura.
And this is I Got the Hell Out.
And this is episode 13, which we thought was going to be lucky 13
supposed
because we're back.
We're back.
Hello. But it turned to be that it's not so lucky because something is wrong with the computer and we cannot hear our vocals back, so we can't edit. We can just get the show sent out, so we have no idea what it's going to sound like.
And we apologize.
There you go. Yeah. We apologize for that. But hey, we're back.
We're back. We're back. We can't stop. We can't edit, so please bear with us with...
We can't even hit pause, really.
No, and if the dog barks, please be kind and considerate because it's a really nice day.
It's a nice day, and he wants to be out there playing, so, there we go.
Yes. Like I said, it's been a long time since we've been here, about a month and a half. I did ask on a past episode if anybody could help me with assassin snails. Do you remember that?
How could I forget assassin snails?
I love assassin snails.
Uh-huh.
One of our listeners, Dana, contacted us, and she told me about the most wonderful fish store I have ever been in, called Wet Pets in McMurray. If you're in the Pittsburgh area, 2/3 of their clientele or more don't even own a fish tank. It is, you could wander around for hours. It's considered...
What do they have there?
It's just aquariums of all salt water, fresh water.
It's all fish?
It's called Wet Pets, Laura.
Oh, so you need... Oh, sorry,
you could have frogs and newts and
wet
turtles. Pets. Yes. But,
gotcha.
Yeah, the one wonderful gentleman who helped me, he said that they are considered Pittsburgh's second aquarium.
Oh, nice.
I could have wandered around in there for a couple of hours, but I had places to be and things. So Wet Pets in McMurray, if you need anything for your fish tanks, I recommend it. If you just want to go wander around and look at cool shit for a while, I recommend it. The last episode we did, my son was a guest. Oh my God, I couldn't think of the word. He wanted to give a shout out to his friend Levi. They grew up in the cult together. They're 3 months apart. Levi was born first. They're still friends on Facebook. I'd like to give a personal shout out to my friend Kim tonight. I stopped by her house before I came here and I removed her stitches. She had carpal tunnel surgery.
Wait, whoa. You what?
I removed her stitches out of her hand.
Why?
4 of them.
Why?
Because she asked me, because her doctor's office is like 45 minutes. It's on the north side of Pittsburgh, for crying out freaking loud. And so I stopped over and gladly helped her out. And she was...
Do you see my eye rolls?
Yeah, I do. Okay. I do. I love your eye rolls. I wish people could see your eye rolls. But yeah, I removed her stitches and everything was done. And I was like, wow, that was so much fun. That's the first time I ever removed stitches. And she was like, what?
Yeah, as well she should.
Anyway, we're going to get moving on here. We've got a long show to do, but my Pittsburgh peeps, I really need some more work. I clean for a living, whether it's your house, your yard, your business. I do really good work.
You do. Yes, you do.
I work for you. I forgot about that. How could I forget?
You forgot about that. That's how we friggin' met.
No shit. Anyway, I also do excellent painting. I can do drywall repairs. If anybody in the Pittsburgh area would like any of those services. And as a bonus.
Hold on, the most important part.
You get me and I get to talk culty shit with you while I'm there. If you're there, you don't have to be.
She will talk cult all day long.
Oh, yes. I can even bring pictures. I mean, and your house gets clean. Come on.
Bonus.
What more do you want? Anyway, I think you have a couple shout outs you want to give.
I want to, yeah. As everyone knows, we were gone for like 5-6 weeks. And that is because, well, first I want to give a big shout out to my family and friends who helped me out quite a bit, especially my mom, who really helped take care of me. And she took care of my dog when I was in the
I would have taken care of Pippi. You know that.
I know. But I guess she wanted to take care of her granddog.
Yes.
So anyway, so I was sick for like about a month, and then finally was like, well, you know what? Maybe I should go to the hospital. It took me a good month.
And you know what you did?
What?
You left your house. You locked it. I have a key to it. No big deal, okay?
But my alarm was on.
Your alarm was on, and I didn't know if you were at death's door or what the hell was going on. You had my Girl Scout cookies held hostage that was the last box of tagalongs I had in your freezer.
But they were in the freezer, so they're still good.
But the point is, for a month and a half, I could dream of my cookies, and I had no access.
Sorry, I was in the hospital.
I know, I love you.
And you're so worried about your damn cookies. Oh, I'm so sorry.
Hey, priorities. Anyway, are you feeling better?
I am feeling so much better. I honestly haven't felt this good in a long time, like knock on wood. But yeah, so other than this whole like computer snafu thing that we have going on, things are awesome.
Yes. I'd like to give our last shout out tonight to everybody who contacted, I guess me, or tried to contact Laura through personal message, text, email, whatever. Even calls for people that know us personally. We really appreciate the fact that you were thinking about us. I even had somebody contact me and asked if, like, the cult had tried to assassinate me.
What?
Yeah, like I was in hiding or something. And I'm like, no, my other half is sick and they need to get better, and that's what's important. And yeah, I'm alive and well.
Oh, another one. I want to give a shout out to my friend Carrie, who reached out to you. She doesn't even know you, but she reached out to make sure I was okay.
Yeah, she was really nice to talk to. Hi, Carrie. All right. Any other shout outs you want to give or anything?
I don't know. I think that is it. I wish we were able to pause and like regroup and figure out the hell we're doing, but we're not.
Well, guess what?
So
we are taking the fast track in life, and we are bungee jumping off this episode.
So let's go to the Kool-Aid episode. The Kool-Aid episode. The Kool-Aid recipe.
The Kool-Aid recipe.
God. Okay. So when I looked this up online, they called it the Jim Jones Kool-Aid. Okay, but
Jim Jones used Flavor Aid.
I know he did,
and we use real Kool-Aid.
We use real Kool-Aid.
So you're not allowed to use the Jim Jones thing,
right? Okay, but you and I are arguing over what title we want.
Yes,
because I want it to be called Hospital Bound, because that's where you're going to end up if you drink a lot of it.
I want it to be called the drink of death because if you drink this and you don't go to the hospital, you're gonna die.
Okay.
And in the cult, you're not allowed to go to the hospitals or use doctors.
Which is what the episode is about today. But before we get to that, the recipe is, oh dear God, beer, Everclear, Kool-Aid, and tequila.
Okay, well, how do you make it?
Does it really matter? I mean, really, those 4 ingredients, does it matter?
The beer would give it fizz. I mean, come on. I'm sitting here drinking a beer as we speak because it's like 7 o'clock at night by the time we figure things out.
Seriously, if you're drinking this, you better be in the ambulance, headed to the hospital.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, in the light of everything that's happened, anybody out there, if your cold is turning to pneumonia, please seek help. If you're a diabetic and things are getting out of hand, you can go blind, you can lose some toes. Please seek help. If you have mental issues going on and things are slipping, please seek help. If you have a cut on your leg and it is starting to like get green and ooze, you really don't want your knee amputated at the knee. Come on.
Okay, I think
please get help.
Okay, so I think the theme is go to a doctor.
Or an emergency room.
Or a hospital, but seek professional help from people that know what they're doing, unlike What happened with you in the cult?
I know so many people who died out there, or they were maimed, or they had serious health issues to this day, years afterwards of what they were subjected to.
Okay, well, let me ask you this then. When was the first time that you saw or you experienced that the cult didn't believe in doctors or medicine? Like, when was the first time you were like, holy shit, this person needs a doctor?
Oh, well, that's very interesting because, again, everything changed from when I started till the time I left.
Okay, right.
And the no doctors and no medicine, they found it could be very, very, very profitable to them by selling home remedies, reverse osmosis water.
Osmosis.
Osmosis. I only had 2 beers, I swear. Again, yeah, we're doing this, like, have to do this straight through, and I'm, like, tripping over my tongue. How about you?
I don't, my anxiety is bad enough. I don't even want to be thinking about this.
Anyway, back to the show. We were talking about reverse osmosis water
Okay,
and the things that they could eventually sell to you. So
now,
at first you could go to the doctors.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Go ahead. So you could go to a doctor. Their doctor or any doctor?
We did have some doctors that became elders at one point. Not
were they
when I
real
first started.
doctors or were they cult
Yes.
version doctors?
No,
like
no,
real. Okay.
no. I would say a couple of their names, but I don't want anybody to Google them.
But no, but I mean they were actual legitimate went to medical school doctors.
Yes,
Okay.
2 of them were pediatricians.
Oh, okay.
And they were not from the area. They would come in 6 times a year instead of the required 3. They would come 3 more so that they could help out the people in the community where we're in the cult. And
Okay, so they basically had some kind of like contract with the cult to come in every couple months. Something.
No, they were just nice people. And if you're a doctor, you make bukus of money. Come on.
Oh, so this was all like done for free. Do you not know?
I never paid for. I
meant did the powers that be pay them?
No, they came. That was their servitude because.
Oh, okay.
Faith without works is dead.
Gotcha.
And you're supposed to donate your time, your services, and with them being doctors, that's what they did. Instead of just serving their time 3 times a year, they came every 2 months.
Gotcha.
So that there was at least something there for the people. Do you know what I mean?
Okay.
By the way, anybody who's a dentist, they're still looking for a dentist. I don't know what to tell you on that one. Yeah.
Okay, so when did that change that these doctors just kind of like didn't show up anymore?
Well, it's rumored that the leader is a very big racist. Even though he has quite a few black wives from another country, and he actually banished them. They started talking.
What? They banished the wives or the doctors?
The the 5 elders.
Okay.
They banished 5 elders at one time because the elders were questioning what the leader was saying. One of the doctors was a pediatrician, and she was a woman.
Oh, and we can't have that.
No, she was quite okay with that, but she was married to one of the other elders who wasn't a doctor, I think. I'm not real sure. Anyway, he banished all these black people, is all I could tell you.
Oh, nice. Real nice.
They were
because that's what God would do, right?
I don't know what to tell you on that one.
Just saying, love one another. Yeah, sounds like it.
We did do doctors and dentists at first when we first got there. My first missing tooth. Look at this, Laura. See that?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'm missing a molar up there because, God was supposed to come back in the next 3.5 years. Can't you just live with that? God's going to fix it for you.
I roll.
And 1.5 years later, when you're sitting there in tears and your jaw's going throb, 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 and you walk to the only dentist you can, because remember, I lived in a town of like 600 people.
Right.
It was $1,200 to root canal it and fix it.
Holy cow.
Or it was $250 to pull it. And then
just stop.
This dentist proceeded to tell me how bad of a mother I was going to be because I was pregnant at the time. I was going to be a bad mother. All of my children's teeth were going to rot out, and I was going to hell.
Why?
Because he knew I was a cult member, and yeah, or he was just being a dick. I don't know. Take your pick. Moving on.
Oh, God. Yeah, move on.
Moving on.
Okay. Well, do you have something, or can I read from this wonderful booklet that you gave me?
You know what? You got this one out. Did you read through this one?
It's the same one.
Oh,
it's like a miniature one
it's
of
a
this.
Oh, we got the large print and the small print
And this
versions.
one's in color, so it's fancy.
And look at that. You got the leader to look at. I want to throw up every time I see his
this
fucking
asshole.
face.
I swear to God. Oh, my God. So I'm reading through this thing, and I literally just wanted to punch something. I mean, it's just like... Okay, I'm not a doctor. I'm a pharmacist. So I have not had as many years of schooling as a doctor has. But I've had quite a few in, medical studies type things and drugs and, whatever.
Yes.
So this is just such utter bullshit. Okay. So he starts out, my dear friends, in the 1950s, we estimated that 12% of all sicknesses came from foods, 6% from water and air, 30% came from illegal sex. And
what the fuck is illegal sex?
you were in the code. You don't know this?
I don't read that shit.
Oh my God. Let me finish.
Laura, you have read so much more of this propaganda than I have. Oh my God.
Okay. So 30% came from illegal sex and 52% was unknown. Now, hold on. This is him saying, it is now my opinion that at least 75% of all sickness comes directly or indirectly from illegal sex.
Oh my God, the X-rated tapes.
Well, wait, hold on a second. I just like it is now my opinion. Who the hell is he that his opinion matters?
Oh, that's funny because I was driving to West Virginia today and I flipped through the stations and this preacher dude comes on and he's talking about the number 666 and its significance in this. And I actually listen to some of this stuff every once in a while just to get a laugh. And at one point in this guy's sermon, he says, it's just my opinion, but blah, 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 blah. And I'm thinking, what makes your opinion any more right than mine? Or unicorns live in your shoes, Laura? Seriously. Honestly.
Oh my God. Okay, so wait, let me find here.
Your opinion.
Okay. Yeah, he's just talking about, so I'm going on to like some of the really good parts here.
Alrighty.
Let's see here.
While you're looking, I'm gonna...
Okay, yeah, I gotta find this right part. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, you go while I'm looking for this.
Because
we can't pause.
I know, this is an issue about health and things that happen there and stuff. There was a lot of crazy stuff that went on, and there was a couple that tried to start urine therapy.
What the hell is, never mind. Go ahead.
Urine therapy is where you get up in the morning and you piss in a cup and you drink 2 ounces of your morning piss.
No.
They actually had like 12 to 24 people drinking 2 ounces of their morning piss in the morning.
No.
And they came across the pulpit and said, "Stop doing this, people." I was like,
why? Because it's disgusting.
Oh my God! Please
tell me you didn't do it.
No, I was shitting myself laughing. I'm sitting there thinking, who drinks their piss in the morning?
Oh my God.
I overheard 2 ladies talking about it. They were participating and how salty it was and how refreshing. It was like a hot cup of coffee because, however, it's 98.6 when it comes out of your body. I have no idea. So,
oh my God. Okay, you know what? Let's move back to this awesome booklet thingy I have here. That's so gross.
I'm sorry,
That's
I
so
lived
disgusting. Oh my God. Okay, so now this genius guy is saying, heart and blood diseases are on the rise. To my knowledge, they are being caused by foods that were not created to be eaten and foods that have been contaminated by mankind. Okay, so I'll give them some things are bad for your heart and whatnot. I'll give them that. That's like 1% I'll give them, right?
Bacon's fucking awesome.
Oh, hell yeah. Okay. But, ready? They are also caused by illegal, forbidden sex acts, such as... I laughed so hard when I read
didn't read this, please. I'm in anticipation.
Okay. such as women having multiple lovers, men with men, other men's wives, or animals.
Bestiality.
I love your face. That's beautiful. And women with animals.
Okay, we have to go back to...
So wait, I just want to know. I do not know if like the American Medical Association knows that heart and blood diseases are caused only from sexual acts.
Rampant, illegal,
and with animals.
Okay, we're going to have to do an episode on purity class, okay? But since this is a health class, or a health issue episode, oh my God, I don't even know what to say. Where's the pause button?
There is none.
I know. Okay, here. When we would be going to purity class during the feast, because it was always announced, purity class, yay me.
Okay.
And me and my friends would be walking up there, and we would all literally look at each other. And as we would pass this one spot, we would all say, "What fresh new hell awaits us?"
Oh, I want that on a shirt. What was that? What fresh new hell awaits us?
I'm telling you, purity class was the worst.
Is that like enough for one episode, you think?
Oh, yeah, but I'm just going to give you one little thing that during one purity class, it came up about the illicit, immoral, illegal sexual acts that if you slept with anybody but your current husband,
right,
you are infected, you are downright dirty, nasty with other men's DNA.
Oh, God.
Okay?
This is like the DNA rubbing off on people's clothing and making you... Remember that one episode?
Yes.
God.
Okay, now here's the cure for being a slut. Do you want the cure for being a slut? In all seriousness.
What's the cure?
You need to go to the grocery store and you know
wearing slutty clothes?
I don't know. Are you curing the whole thing or are you just getting the DNA out of you? I don't know.
Go ahead.
You go to the grocery store and you get yourself a whole bulb of garlic. You know, the big bulb of garlic that holds
it has
all
like a
the
bunch of cloves.
Yes.
Okay. Do you have to eat it?
No.
What the hell do you do with it?
I'm about to tell you.
Oh, God. I don't like the look on your face.
I didn't do this. I had a friend that did, and I have to tell you the aftermath. Hold on.
Oh, yeah. A friend did it.
I didn't do it. Oh, my God. You tell me if you would do this bullshit. I stand around with a T-shirt saying, I laugh because I have no idea what's going on. I'm not doing this.
Okay. What in God's name happened with the garlic?
You take the clove. You take the whole bulb of garlic.
Okay, so you don't, like, unpeel it or whatever.
You take one clove.
So you peel it open.
The bulb.
And one clove. Okay.
Okay, and you take all the scratchy stuff off and take it all the way down to the clove. Then you take a needle and you get one of these really big ass needles for like leather work or whatever.
Okay.
You thread it with cotton thread.
You make a necklace?
No, you stick it through the bottom big part of the garlic.
Right.
And you go up to the tip part.
Okay.
Now, once it's out of the tip part, you put some knots on it. Okay?
So you're like threading it with that. Take the needle out and thread
it. Like you're making it an end bead or something. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, okay. Like you're making a friggin' necklace.
Then you leave like a 3 or 4 inch long string on the end of it. Okay. And then you insert it like a tampon and leave it there for 24 hours.
No.
Oh, yes, it gets better.
Oh, dear God. I'm sorry. I just like blew people's eardrums out. I'm sorry. No.
Okay. After the first...
What, it gets worse? How does it get worse?
Because after the first 24 hours of this clove of garlic...
Wait, stop. So you have it up your hoo-ha for 24 hours.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay.
God, give me strength.
Now you go into the kitchen and you get yourself a second clove of garlic. Okay? And you open it up and you get it all down to where it's bare ass. You run your string through it and make another garlic tampon. Except this time you put a cut into it.
Oh!
I can't say she was really a friend, more of an acquaintance, but yeah, she put the garlic up her hoo-ha and she lasted for 1 hour and 5 minutes. And when she went to her counselors and asked if there was an alternative method, she was told that she was so heavily infested with DNA from other men. That's why it was burning her crotch out.
So wait, now... These people she was talking to...
Counselors.
Were they women?
Elders'
or were they men?
wives.
Whatever. They were women?
Yeah, elders' wives.
Now, have they done that?
I couldn't tell you. I was only friends with
what
a
a bunch
few.
of bullshit. Well, it's like she's a freaking vampire or something with the garlic. Like, what the hell?
Do you realize how acidic and what
I don't know.
burning garlic is?
I don't want to realize any of this.
If you take a clove of...
No.
Do you realize your hoo-ha and the inside of your mouth are made of the same shit?
I do not want to picture...
Stick a clove of garlic in your mouth and see if it burns.
You know what? We're done with this.
Okay.
We're moving on.
Okay. We're going to stick with the hoo-ha here for a minute, though.
Okay. Well, speaking of hoo-has, from this booklet, did you know that syphilis is another STD that was created from illegal sex, which is a result of uncontrolled lust? It was created.
Well, according to them, cancer was created, syphilis is created, everything's created.
Right. Oh, yeah. I just want to make sure you knew that.
I didn't until now, and I didn't really care, and I still don't. But back to the hoo-ha.
Uh-huh.
We were encouraged to purchase a thing called the Keeper.
Isn't that like a movie?
It is a movie, but it doesn't have to do with your hoo-ha, I don't think.
That's the new... That is what we're going to name the episode, the hoo-ha. Your hoo-ha.
Anyway, the Keeper was a reusable menstrual cup that you wash out.
They have those now.
I know, they're rubber. I know women that use them. That's gross. Can you imagine being in a public restroom, Laura, and this woman comes out of the bathroom and she washes out her Teflon rubber cup of blood into the sink?
I don't understand them. I do not get them.
It's a hollow tube that
right, I know. And
up.
I know that some women use them because they're using them for like pads and tampons don't biodegrade.
Oh, and we had to make our own pads, by the way.
What were you, like Little House on the Prairie?
I made my own baby wipes and shit for crying out loud.
That's not a pad.
It's a thing that you wash and reuse.
Oh, and you're making fun of the women with those cups, and you're like washing and reusing a pad. You have no room.
Oh, no. I remember I had 3,000 fucking tampons. I did not get a Keeper.
That is true. That's true.
Oh, no. I refused all of that, and I was not making reusable ones.
That is some nasty ass stuff.
There's a lot of nasty ass stuff there. Anyway, shall we move on from the hoo-ha to something else?
Sure.
Oh, wait a minute.
What?
Since we talked about the hoo-ha, we should talk about penises. Okay? Now, what's funny is...
Okay, what?
Do you know what one of the favoriteest things that me and my friends used to do during the feast?
Oh, God. I you know what, with you, I have no idea.
We would sit in the middle of the, where there were picnic tables and the playgrounds and stuff.
Okay.
And we would watch for the scraggly, mostly naked faces, because all the men wore beards.
Right.
Okay. So this dude, you can tell, he's only got 3, 4, 5 maybe day growth, right? And he's walking around like he's still got a horse between his legs.
Oh, no.
Because you have to be circumcised. And guess what? If you're an uncircumcised man and you show up there, you get to visit the medical trailer and they circumcise you.
Do they even, I'm sure they don't give you any anesthetic or anything.
Oh, gosh, no.
Ouch! I don't even have a penis, and ouch. Ouch.
I can tell you that my firstborn he was circumcised on day 7 by one of the elders who
and that's what,
died.
from the Bible or something, right?
You have to wait till the 7th day.
7th day, okay.
Oh, and by the way, all you out there, I asked for a breakdown of my costs at the hospital. What's that called?
Like your bill, your explanation
itemized.
of benefits. Whatever.
Itemized, okay? If you're ever hospitalized, please ask for an itemized bill and go over it heavily. They charged me for an episiotomy. Guess what? I didn't have one. They charged me for the episiotomy spray. They charged me for a circumcision of my son that didn't happen because an elder did it 7 days later. I took almost $2,000 off my hospital bill, and the insurance company was so excited and happy because I was 20% copay. I didn't have to pay my 20% copay because I took more than 20% off my bill.
Oh, you know what? I'm going to do that with my hospital bill.
They charged me for aspirins and painkillers that I didn't get.
Oh, and you know what, though? even if you did get it, they charge you like $10 an asprin. It's insane.
It was $8 back then for a set of aspirin.
That's what I'm saying. It's insane. It is ridiculous.
They charged me $2.99 for a tiny little, what is it, a half or an ounce bottle of the Johnson & Johnson's baby shampoo.
How much? They charged you?
I think it was $1.99. And it's like one of them one-time use on your head or maybe 2 to 3 times on your baby.
Right.
Yeah, so check your hospital bills, guys. Oh, right. Oh, by the way, when you get circumcised there, you only get to put honey on it.
Oh, dear.
Honey goes on all cuts. That's what heals
apparently on the tip of your penis.
I don't know what to tell you, but that was one of our favorite things to do was watch for...
Never mind.
No, watch for guys hobbling around in pain going, he just got his dick cut. For the name of religion. He's lived with his penis intact his entire life.
Perfectly fine.
Okay, we're not going to discuss assholes other than...
Nope.
Other than it was against the religion to stick one up your wife's ass.
Just stay away from that. We
had to cover all the holes and sticks and stuff.
Okay, let's stop.
Okay, where are we going next? Because we can't stop. Come on, Laura. Keep going.
Okay, no, wait. I know before this you were talking about there was some woman that... Wasn't she didn't, or maybe there are two stories. Either she died in childbirth or her kid died.
Oh,
you know which one I'm talking about?
I have been preparing for this for a month and a half, and I've been racking my brain about some things. One of the sweetest souls I ever met.
And there's a dog barking to interrupt you.
In my entire life. She was a diabetic, and there was... You weren't supposed to take medicine. You weren't supposed to see doctors.
Okay, well then...
Lisa did escape. But she died 2 years ago from her diabetic complications.
Okay, let me ask you this. How did she know she was diabetic?
She was diabetic since she was a child.
So she knew before she went to the cult?
Yeah, okay.
Yes. Oh, that's what I wanted to know.
Oh, yes.
Okay.
She ended up having her leg amputated. She went mostly blind.
They took her insulin from her?
She was married to an elder that was not very nice to her. And yes, there were a lot of diabetic people out there that died because you were supposed to eat honey and propolis and...
I must have missed that class in pharmacy school.
By the way, you realize that most of your medicines, most people can't take because they contain gelatin, the gel caps, and that's made from animals, and that's pork and everything else. That's another reason we couldn't have medicines and vaccines and things. So
no, I actually, this is going to sound weird, but a couple years ago, one of the jobs I had, we had to, there were people that were very kosher, and with their medications, they asked if we could check to see if there was a brand that did not have gelatin.
Exactly. We made a lot of our own pills. I owned. And
that's fantastic.
It was one of the worst things that I hated that my ex made me fucking do. Okay, you get this oh my god size bag of 1,000 empty gel caps. They're empty. Okay.
We had to do this in pharmacy school. It's a pain in the ass.
And there's this tray thing that you sit in front of you. And you have to take each little capsule apart. And you have to put the skinny little part down in and stick the big fat cap aside. And then after, 900 hours of fumbling with these fuckers and trying to get them all, then you get to make 100 pills that you might have to eat 10 of a day. Yeah. So...
See, usually you have flashbacks. I'm having flashbacks to pharmacy school. Because I remember those capsules. Oh, my God.
I left that. That was one thing I did not want to take with me. Why I took the butter churn, but I was leaving the fucking capsule thing there.
What are we going to do with that?
Yeah, I don't want it, don't need it, no nothing. Oh, and by the way, they were so much into natural causes and things, or cures, I'm sorry.
Okay.
And like I said, everything became about money.
Really?
And you asked when doctors and stuff stopped, because when I first got there, I was on birth control.
Okay.
And then the birth control was taken away. it slowly over the years got to be no doctors, no medicines. And now I forget where I'm going with this because I dropped my damn pen.
About it changing and the doctors going away and natural.
They started looking about money.
The whole cult's about money.
Where the whole thing was about money. And the X-rated tapes started with the STDs and this and that. And they were always looking for free stuff that they could sell to us. He would have people sent out. There were mesquite trees there.
Wait, what?
Mesquite trees.
Okay.
You know the stuff like good charcoals and mesquite
okay.
flavor? These trees produce a really big, long pod that looks like a banana, except it's flat.
Please tell me you didn't shove that anywhere.
No. But he has people that go out and collect these in parks and other places where they just fall off the tree.
Okay.
Now, when you harvest them, they kind of look a little like maybe pinto beans. You can tell they're really not food.
Okay.
But he's selling them as food.
Ooh.
Soak them like hard beans and cook them and mash them, but they're really not food. Another thing I can tell you, this happened after I left. He had people out there collecting goatweed thistle.
The hell is that?
I'm hoping
is it a weed?
It is, and I'm hoping I have the name right. But where I was, goatweed thistle grows, and it was used by the Native Americans for a few things medicinally. And here,
because they have their shaman and shaman
yes.
that they have. Okay.
But goatweed thistle was regularly used if, say, you got raped by an opposing tribe member or something.
Okay.
Or you have 5 kids and you don't want anymore. You would ingest this goatweed thistle and
it would induce.
It's a natural abortive.
Okay.
And I was gone, but I heard from other people. There was a rash of miscarriages because they were selling goatweed thistle as something you should be having in your diet.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh, goes to show their knowledge, huh?
I can tell you that a lot of things they were wrong on, but there's some things that naturally, Laura, oh my God, I use to this day.
There are some, because even though I'm a pharmacist, there are some natural things that do work. I mean, aspirin
is from a tree bark.
Right, exactly. Exactly.
I can tell you I was about 8 hours away from where I lived, and I woke up with an earache that it hurt so bad. I had a headache, and it was down into my jaw. And I called the nurse. Yes, we had an actual RN nurse there.
Oh,
okay. She was our main midwife. We'll get into that later. But I called her, and I'm like, I have to drive 8 hours. I got my 2 babies with me. I can't even think straight. She told me to take a half of a yellow onion, cut it in half, and heat it up in the microwave at 20, 30-second intervals. Just as hot as I could make it, that it didn't burn me.
Okay.
And to hold it on my ear. And I drove 8 hours back home, and every time I stopped twice for gas. And every time I stopped, I heated my half an onion up. Let me tell you the looks I got in the gas station.
Oh, I can imagine.
When you're heating a half an onion.
Right.
Okay?
Right.
What the fuck are you doing?
Right, exactly.
They must have thought I was going to eat it or something. Can you imagine somebody having a half an onion, eating it up, and just chawing on it?
No, I can't. No, I can't imagine a lot of the things you're telling me.
Anyway, I get home. I get my kids to bed. I'm still holding this onion on my ear. And I heat it up one final time, and I go into bed. And I lay down with the onion in the pillow and my ear on the onion. And it feels so good, the heat coming out of it.
Oh, God, I bet that smelled good, too.
All of a sudden, I heard pss, 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 pss.
What the hell was that?
Apparently, my eardrum ruptured in a good way, and the pus that was all behind it decided to come out. Oh, my God, the pressure was just relieved.
Oh, my God, from the onion.
The onion has an antiseptic property to it, which helps draw infection out. But not only that, it heated up the infection behind my ear, which
the heat
made it rupture. Just like when you first get a pimple and you can look at it and go, you suck. You ain't going to be ready for 3 freaking days. Because if you try and pop that pimple beforehand, you're just going to irritate it.
Right.
But the onion on the ear with the ear infection makes it so that it... Anyway, there's a lot of natural cures out there. That's what I'm getting at. Know what I mean? Oh, and I have to tell you this, okay? We were forced to eat a lot of freaking crap. Oh, I didn't get the recipe out. Propolis, honey, all kinds of things. And
as medicinal things?
Yes, these were supposed to be things that were in your everyday diet, okay?
So it'd be kind of like taking your vitamins.
Yeah,
taking this
but let
crap.
me tell you, have you ever taken a spoonful of bee propolis?
No.
Have you ever eaten a spoonful of royal jelly?
Actually, I've seen royal jelly.
But have you tasted it?
No.
Have you put a spoonful of nothing but molasses in your mouth?
Ooh, no.
Coconut?
You know how I feel about coconut.
Sesame oil,
No.
wheat germ oil,
No.
cod liver oil, flaxseed oil.
I've done cod liver oil.
Okay, we're getting into, this is what you're supposed to take daily, okay?
All of that.
And more.
Oh, for God's sake. Okay.
So at one point, you're supposed to be taking all this shit, and guess who can sell it to you?
Of course they sell it to you.
Now, of course, you can get it at a regular grocery store or whatnot.
But I'm sure that's not the proper kind.
Anyway, when I was thinking about the content for this show, we're going to give the recipe for instead of cookies. I'm not going to do it on the air.
Instead of what?
Instead of eating all this horrible, nasty-ass shit every fucking day, my mother-in-law came up with a recipe called Instead of Cookies.
Oh, so that's the... I thought you meant like instead of cookies, we're going to have blah, blah, blah.
No, instead
the title
of eating...
is called instead... The quote, instead of
Yeah,
cookies.
Instead of eating this horrible shit that you don't want to ingest every goddamn day, we're going to make it into fun cookies. And let me tell you, I will send a signed tampon to anybody who makes these and actually sends a video and posts it to our Facebook page.
And that is a tampon in a wrapper. Let's please clarify that.
Oh, yeah, in a wrapper. Well, it would be unclean otherwise.
From your stash that you have for the apocalypse.
I had 3,000. I mean, it's been 15 years. Do the math.
I know.
I've given some garbage bags away. I will still have tampons until the day I die. Anyway,
so wait, what about these cookies now?
We are going to post the recipe on Instagram and Facebook and all that. But you got a lot of crap in here. I think I gave most of the white, or the gross crap, in one shot. Yeah, instead of cookies.
Oh my God, and people actually ate these.
I pretended to. I had to make my kids eat them. I felt like a really bad mom. Oh my gosh.
Oh
no. It was like giving your kid a dog biscuit and going, these are good, aren't they? And the kid's like munching on it, like, and they're looking at you and you're going, ooh, good stuff. And it was bad.
Oh, that's so gross.
Instead of cookies, people.
Oh, yum.
Yuck.
Oh my God. Okay, well, let me ask you this. What was the worst experience either you had or you saw where someone desperately needed medical attention and they did not get it?
Hands down, the worst one had to have been I was witness to an 8-year-old little girl dying.
Oh, shit.
And this one
What happened?
This one fucks with me to this day because I was the closest one. Do you remember the wall phone?
Oh, you mean just like a regular phone on the wall?
A regular phone on the wall?
Yeah.
I was the closest person to the wall phone, and my brain kept screaming, dial 911, dial 911. And it haunts me to this day that I didn't. But I had a really good friend tell me, I always thought there were 2 responses, fight or flight.
Right.
But they also
there's
told
also
me
freeze.
There's a third one.
Freeze.
Fear and freeze.
Right.
The fear and freeze is because you don't know what to do, and any decision that you make is probably going to be wrong, and it's going to cause you to harm, die, whatever.
Yeah, so you just freeze.
I I added into the things you should go to the hospital for about your leg being amputated, because this little girl, I don't know if it was a spider bite. I don't know if she got cut by something rusty.
You said she was 8.
She was 8.
Okay.
And her leg got really infected. And they tried to do a home surgery to remove the infected part of her leg.
My God. No, wait, whoa. This was after the doctors were not there. I mean, you didn't have doctors anymore. Who was performing this?
It was an iridologist and her mother.
Oh, jeez. No, I don't even know what to say to this bullshit.
It was an iridologist and her mother.
They felt they were competent to do this. Why?
I have no idea. The actual RN nurse, I don't know. I don't know. But they ended up taking her to the hospital, but she died anyway. They nicked her artery.
Oh my God. Now, was anyone held accountable for this?
The iridologist ended up going to jail, yes. I think the mother was, don't quote me, I think the mother wasn't tried. I don't know.
But I mean, somebody was, at least one person was held accountable.
Yes.
Okay.
I don't know the
Holy
details of it.
shit.
I really don't. I do know that woman is now since dead. She died. Yeah.
Oh my God.
But that had to have been the worst one. The next worst one would have to be another girl named Lisa, not the one that I mentioned first. She gave birth and hemorrhaged to death. Who hemorrhages to death?
In this day, nobody.
Exactly. Her husband was going to take her to the hospital, but of course, it was a Sabbath, or it was...
No, you're kidding me.
The big man himself was speaking, and the husband wanted him to lay his healing hands on his wife.
For God's sake.
Before he took her to the evil fucking hospital. And
now, this is when you were saying before that this is when they encouraged home births, right?
They still encourage home births.
Okay, so she wasn't at the hospital. She was at home.
No, and actually when they called the ambulance was unsure of where to... The ambulance had to look for them for 45 minutes.
Oh my God. Because
there's no clear... There's nothing.
Right.
Do you know what I mean?
Right.
Hold on. I don't know. There's just so many bad things that happened out there because of lack of medical care, or
how about just the powers that be not giving a shit is more what it's like.
It's all about money. Like I said, they're selling goat weed or whatever it is, and they don't even really research out everything that it was.
So women were miscarrying.
They were, there was a rash of miscarriages because of the goatweed thistle. And somebody ended up looking it up and realized the Native Americans, that's what they used to have abortions. So, moving on. Anything else you would like to ask me, Laura?
I'm kind of not right now. No, I'm still like
reeling.
Yeah.
I really hate to tell the sad stuff and stuff about that people died, but I feel like I'm honoring them by telling their story.
Absolutely.
I really do. And it horrifies me. I don't even remember that little girl's name.
Aww.
I don't. And
well, but at least someone was put in jail for it.
Yeah, but then she died.
I mean, it doesn't make it better, but I mean, at least someone
paid for it.
Right, exactly.
After the actual doctors were gone, we did have midwives. I know 2 of them were licensed. I don't know about the rest. I don't even know what to say anymore. Do you have anything else in the booklet?
I do. You know what? Let me look and see here.
One of the survivors in the survivors group on Facebook. I threw the question out there about anything that they might want to add into this, because I keep glancing at my notes because we're doing this off our
half-assed.
Yes.
Maybe next time we can like do it like 3/4 assed or something.
Nice. Anyway,
Oh man.
her and her 15-year-old daughter are walking through Walmart one day.
Okay.
And my friend had been out for a while, but her daughter was still court ordered to go visit dad in the cult. Okay.
Okay.
They're walking through the sporting goods section at Walmart, and the daughter points to the granulated chlorine that you put in a swimming pool.
Ooh, yeah.
Her job was to put granulated chlorine into those little capsules that I told you about before.
For what?
Because they're making people buy them and eat them as a supplement of some sort.
Oh.
Her daughter was so sick for like 6 months after a visit with a dad.
Who the hell thought that was a good idea?
I don't know.
And what were they trying to do with
I'm
it?
just telling you what somebody told me. I've been out for 15
Maybe like
years.
after you drank the pee, you took one of those capsules.
No, the PP was back in, I think, 1995. Maybe 96. I just thought that was so gross. But
Oh my God. Okay, well, I'll tell you something funny from this booklet here.
okay.
So they're talking about the unclean pigs. You know, you don't eat pork, you don't eat the pig. And one of the main reason is because of the worms. That the pigs-
Yes, worms.
Right, okay. Well, then they did say that it causes cancer.
Everything causes
Right?
cancer out
Okay.
there.
This has to be one of my favorite sentences here. Ready? Think twice before you eat pork. Pigs kill more Americans every year than traffic accidents, murderers, and all other accidents combined.
Holy shit!
Pigs kill.
I wish I would have read this
around
stuff
with little
back then.
guns? Are they walking around with little guns? What are they doing?
Laura, if I wouldn't have been so goddamn lazy, I would have had a lot of shit to fuck with these counselors with.
Oh, this is beautiful. Pigs kill more people.
We need
than
a t-shirt.
accidents.
Pigs kill more people.
That's right. So, but what are the exact? Pigs kill more Americans every year than traffic accidents,
Now, wait a minute.
murders, and all other accidents combined.
That's because of trichinosis. Look it up.
It's right here.
Trichinosis, man. Trichinosis.
It's right here.
You know,
The pigs-
trichinosis can live in your eyeballs.
I do know that.
And
We saw pictures.
the
of that, trust me.
scary things, like in some of the classes, we learned all about trichinosis and why you shouldn't eat bacon. See,
Oh, screw that.
some people won't do bacon because of religious reasons.
Okay, that's fine. I
I
respect
won't
that.
do religion because of bacon reasons. I'm sorry. I love me my bacon.
Bacon,
Bacon,
awesome.
bacon.
But I just love how pigs kill people.
Yeah.
I need like a little pig drawing with like a little mask on him and holding like a little gun or something or a little knife.
Oh yeah,
Like a
and
little
you have-
bandit pig.
And you have to have the statistics there of how many pigs kill people in the United States. And
More than
yes,
traffic accidents.
more than traffic accidents
Oh
and
my
everything
God.
else combined.
What I would like to know is where they got those statistics from. That's what I want to know.
Hey, do you realize 78% of statistics are made up?
Ha ha ha.
I just made that up. Come on.
No shit. No shit.
I just want to talk a minute for a little bit longer about the midwives.
Okay.
There's a lot of. I almost died having my son.
Okay, no, wait, let's just back this up 1 second. The midwives you had, were they actual midwives or were they just, quote, midwives? I mean, did they have training?
The actual RN nurse that we had worked in a hospital by day.
Okay.
She did. And she was, I love her to death, so maybe someday I'll give her by name. But yeah, she was a licensed and trained midwife.
Oh, wow. So you actually had someone that knew what they were doing.
Well, she wasn't my midwife.
Well, I meant...
I had the one underneath her.
But there was somebody there that actually knew what they were doing.
There were at least 2 that I knew of that were actually licensed to be midwives.
Okay.
But now they almost killed my friend Sherry. Sherry's in a medical journal to this day.
Whoa.
Yeah. Sherry was giving birth during a feast. And my God, this baby wasn't born. And she just kept bleeding. That's all that kept coming out was blood upon blood upon blood.
It was like the baby breach or what?
Bing, bing, bing. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Because it came out about the birth and the uncleanness. Like, if the midwife would touch the birth, they're unclean for 40 days.
How do you not touch the birth?
They were in garbage bags.
God's
They
sake.
had listen, do you realize that you can buy these gloves that go all the way up to your
I
shoulder
know
so
that.
you can stick your arm all the way down into a cow up to the shoulder?
I know that.
The midwives were armed
jeez.
in garbage bags. These things all the way, they had surgical mat. It was bad. Okay? Because they didn't want to be unclean.
Okay.
So nobody stuck their hand up her hoo-ha.
Once again, we're at hoo-ha.
To see if the baby was breech or not.
Oh my God.
Her poor baby, for the first month of his life, his buttocks were purple. Because his mother was trying to squeeze him out the vagina.
Shit.
And it cut the circulation off to his...
But did he have any brain damage? Like,
No.
was oxygen cut off?
Nope.
Oh,
nope,
thank
nope.
God.
It's
Okay.
another one of my sons. It was one of his really good friends back then. And he's doing well, from what I understand. So
good.
Nothing bad
Good.
happened to him.
Okay.
But my friend Sherry, she ended up in a medical journal for losing the most blood that anybody has ever fucking seen.
During childbirth.
Yes.
Whoa.
By the time her husband said, fuck this shit.
No, is this the one that, like, he wanted the guy to lay hands on?
No,
Yeah. This is something different. Okay.
one.
Man, they just keep coming, huh?
Oh, we don't even have enough time to cover everybody I'd love to honor. But this was a really good friend of mine. Her husband said something's fucked up. His wife was turning gray. She was losing so much blood.
Oh my gosh.
Took her to the hospital. The baby was born. They C-sectioned her because she was trying to shove him out ass first, and it don't come out that way. Anyway, yeah, she's in a medical journal for them losing the most blood that they've ever seen. I went to see her 3 days later. She looked like, them gray aliens that you see on TV?
Yes.
I've never seen a gray human being that was still alive.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Was she
Oh, she's
okay?
fine now.
Oh, okay.
Oh, and she is a totally awesome lady. And shout out to you, Sherry, even though you're deaf and you can't hear me. Yeah. I really wish there was...
Sorry, that's so wrong.
But I wish there was a way that she could, listen to our show here. And she was such an integral part of my life there. And she's deaf. And there's no way... The only way she could do it is her daughter will sign for her.
Transcribe it or something.
Could probably transcribe it for her. Right. But yeah, hi Sherry, I love you. You'll never hear this, but it's funny.
Stop it. That's...
It's so wrong on so many levels, but Sherry would love it. I can tell you.
As long as she would appreciate it.
Sherry would love it and appreciate it.
All right, then we're good.
Do you realize we have gone almost a whole hour without one fuck up?
Well, I don't know about that. When we listen back, I'm sure we'll find some.
We can't hear it, dummy.
No, right before I send it to whatever we do.
SoundCloud.
Yeah, we'll be able to listen to it.
Alrighty.
We just won't be able to edit anything. It will be like we can hear it right before we send it out to iTunes.
Well, I'm pretty sure I've just been looking over all of my notes, and I'm pretty sure that we've covered just about almost everything.
Alrighty. So for next week, since we were talking about pigs and that, we want to do food next time?
We can do food.
You're like, I don't care.
You know what? Just remember to salt everything that crosses the plane of your mouth, including your cigarettes. You have to salt your cigarettes.
Oh, save that for next week.
Salt your cigarettes,
Salt your
Peter.
cigarettes.
Yep, salt your cigarettes. You know what?
Oh, for God's sake.
It's been a month and a half, and I don't even remember how we closed this
How do
down.
we? You know what? I don't either. So let's just, till next week.
Oh God, guys, I am so happy to be fucking back.
Oh my God, me too.
Why do we keep quoting God? I have to go home and drink beer, Laura. It's been a really long day.
I need to go. I need to go watch the damn Pens game.
I go Pens.
Go Pens. That's right.
All right.
That's right.
Well, guys, thanks for sticking around and waiting for us to come back.
Thank you so much. And if any, tell your friends that we're back.
We're back.
Yes, we are back.
In a good way, not like a poltergeist way. We're back.
Oh my God. All right. Well, thanks for listening, guys. I'm Laura.
I'm Debbie, and we hope this turned out pretty well for being a shit show this time.
No. All right. We'll see you next week.
No,
Bye.
we don't see them. We talk
I
to
say
them
that every time.
No,
Whatever.
I'm the one that started that.
Okay. You know what? We don't know what we're doing.
But we're doing it.